Good evening guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is highly requested, and this is my boyfriend's favorite fragrances on me. So these are 8 perfumes that he has either told me are his favorite when we've sat down and gone through them together, or they're ones that through experience and just through seeing how he responds to them, I know they are his favorite fragrances. So if you're interested in seeing what the 8 sexiest fragrances in my collection are, then stay tuned. If this is your first time here, hello, and thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail. My name is Olympia, and on this channel we talk mostly about perfumes, but we also sometimes do a little bit of home decor, minimalism, decluttering, and other lifestyle stuff. So if that is your thing, definitely make sure to head on down and hit the subscribe button, become part of our family, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so in our number 8 spot we have Ariana Grande REM. So this one I have spoken about a couple of times on my channel. I really like this fragrance. I don't think this one gets enough hype. I think that Cloud is way more overhyped than this one, and personally I do prefer this one over Cloud. So this is essentially a gourmand fragrance. It also has some salty notes in it. It's got some lavender. It has almost like a slightly masculine vibe, a little bit of like a dryer sheet kind of a vibe, but in a really good way. And it does have a subtle sweetness to it as well. I think there's whipped cream or something like that in the opening. I'm not really sure. But it does have a bit of a gourmandy kind of a feel. And it's just very sensual. It's kind of like musky skin meets gourmand meets a little bit of a saltiness. So I really like it, and it's one of those perfumes that I can just tell when I wear it that my boyfriend really likes it. It's one of those ones that's not too strong, it's very soft, and it encourages your boyfriend or whoever, the person you're with, somebody you're close to get a little bit closer and come in for a deeper sniff. And I absolutely love this one. So you can see that I've actually put a pretty good dent in it, considering I've only had it for a couple of months and considering I have a very large perfume collection. So I wouldn't say it's one of my absolute favorites, but I do really like this one. The next one is one that makes a little bit more sense in this category, and this one's a little bit more expensive. This is Rolling in Love by Killian. I actually get a lot of questions about this one. I think this is one of the lesser popular ones from Killian, but it happens to be one of my favorites. So first of all, I really like the bottle, and this perfume, you guys, smells pretty much exactly the way it looks. To me, it has very much a lipsticky vibe. You know how some perfumes that are powdery have a little bit of that lipstick smell or that makeup smell? This is one of those fragrances, but it also has a little bit of an almondiness to it, and it has a bit of a powderiness. And the way that I like to describe this one is it smells like a deep dark red lipstick, but then a little bit powdery and a little bit almondy. So it does have a bit of a gourmand, kind of a creamy quality to it. It's very sexy. This is one that I would wear in the evening. Yeah, for sure. This is so good. Evening, date night. When you want someone to be close to you, or when you are expecting them to be very close to you. It is that kind of perfume. It is just super sultry, super intoxicating, addictive, deep, rich. It's a deep, rich lipstick smell, basically, and I absolutely love it. So it's perfect for those intimate occasions. In our number 6 spot, we have Narciso Rouge from Narciso Rodriguez. Now this has been on my boyfriend's top favorite list, or even my top favorite list and my most complimented list for a really long time. So I think, again, this is one of the lesser popular fragrances, and I think it's one of the lesser popular Narciso fragrances. This is essentially a woody, musky fragrance, but it also, I believe, has a touch of orange blossom in there, and I think there's also vanilla and or tonka bean. I'm gonna put the notes on the screen for you guys, but this is essentially a slightly sweet, a little bit orange blossomy, bright, musky scent, and this one is also perfect for date nights. Yeah, this one, again, also has almost a little bit of that makeup-y type of a vibe to it. It's got that soft Narciso musk, and then it also has a bit of a sweetness and a little touch of vanilla, which makes it absolutely perfect. And yeah, this one is one that always gets compliments, and I really can do no wrong when I wear this fragrance. The next one has kind of turned into, I think, a cult favorite. This is Olympea from Paco, Rabanne, just the original one. And this one, again, is one of my boyfriend's absolute favorite smells. The reaction to this one is priceless. Like, when you first spray it, and it's kind of the same way I feel about it. I absolutely love the way this smells. It has this intoxicating, zingy, fresh opening. There's salt, there's ginger, there's vanilla. There's quite a few different notes in here actually. It's a little bit more complex. We always describe it as a salty vanilla, but it's really got so much more going on than just salt and vanilla. It's an absolutely gorgeous, intoxicating fragrance. I will be honest, I'm personally a little bit tired of it these days. I haven't worn it a lot lately, but it is still one that I really, really love the smell of. Yeah, I still really like it. I think it's because I've been exploring more niche lately, and I've been exploring a lot of different types of scents, and this one is a little bit more mainstream, so I think I just haven't been giving it as much attention. But this one again is very sexy. It's perfect for the summertime, perfect for really any time of year. I think you can get away with it in cold weather as well. And this one remains one of my boyfriend's absolutely favorite on me. The next one, you guys, is actually one of my personal favorite. I love this fragrance. This is Chanel Chance Eau de Toilette, and specifically the Eau de Toilette. The Eau Fraiche is also very good for this category, and the Eau de Parfum you could almost as well include in place of this one. You could almost wear them interchangeably. But this one specifically, my boyfriend really, really likes, because even though it is not a sultry vanilla fragrance, it's not even one that people would perceive as a date night fragrance. This one has something special about it because it is that fresh, sophisticated, classy perfume. In his words, he says it smells like a sexy rich girl. This fragrance really does have a sexy rich girl vibe, and in myself, I would describe it as confident, sophisticated, classy woman who has her life together. I wouldn't necessarily personally describe it as sexy rich girl, but you know what, if that's how it comes across, I'm not going to argue. So I really, really love this fragrance. This one has some fresh notes to it. It's got a little bit of a floral quality. I believe there's some woody notes, and I believe there's also a subtle bit of vanilla in the dry down, if I'm not wrong. And it's truly just difficult to describe. This is one that you have to go and smell if you haven't. It's amazing. This is actually my favorite Chanel fragrance. This one and the Eau de Parfum I do prefer over Coco Mademoiselle. I do prefer over Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, although the Tendre is also really nice, but I think this one is a little bit more mature, a little bit more sophisticated, but that being said, the Eau Tendre is one that I sometimes think about going and checking out again and maybe bringing it to my collection because it is a lovely fragrance. This one is one of those fresh, sexy scents that you really can't go wrong with, because in the words of my boyfriend, you cannot go wrong with fresh. Number 3 spot, we have one of my favorite fragrances that has been in my collection for a really, really long time, and this is Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb. So this one, you guys, I have told you about before. This used to be my signature scent about 5 or 6 years ago. I went through an entire bottle of it, and of course I did bring it back in my collection. This is one of the best, easiest, grab and go, no-brainer, dumb reach, works for every occasion, super versatile, sweet, feminine, everyone likes it fragrances. I know that this one has in recent years gotten a little bit more hate, not really hate, but people I think are a little tired of it, particularly women. I don't think the men are tired of it, I think the women are tired of it, but because so many people have it and so many people wear it, it's almost, I saw somebody comparing it to La Vie Belle, saying that it's sort of reached La Vie Belle standards in terms of people are tired of it. I have to tell you guys, I'm not tired of it, and I don't know if I ever will be. This is a classic. This is beautiful. It's sweet, it's feminine, it's sexy, and I get so many compliments with this, and this is one that when I wear it, my boyfriend will actually tell me I smell good. He doesn't give compliments very often when it comes to fragrance, so when he does, I know that it means something, and this is one that I can tell every single time I wear it, I can tell that he really enjoys it. So yeah, if I don't know what to wear and I just want to smell sexy and feminine and without having to think about it, this is one that I can always grab, and I know that I'm going to smell amazing. So highly recommend it. It is a little bit pricey, but it's one of those ones that if you had a budget and you could only buy a few perfumes, or maybe you're just starting out, this is one I would definitely recommend, and I will always have this in my perfume arsenal. Okay, and in our number 2 spot, and I'm sorry you guys knew this was going to be on here, but I cannot tell a lie, so this has to be on this list as well. This is Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. So this one I do have to give credit where credit was due. I do believe that Jeremy Fragrance was probably responsible for a lot of the hype around this fragrance. I know that I bought this because of him, and I know quite a few other women bought this because of him as well. And I think the reason for that is because this is not one that I would wear for my age right now. I'm not a teenager, I'm not in my early 20s, and I do feel that this is more appropriate for younger women. That being said, after I purchased it and tried it out and kind of experimented with it, I do understand where the hype comes from, because this is a very sweet, flirtatious, fun-loving fragrance, and it definitely does live up to its name. So again, this is not one that I would wear for anything serious. I wouldn't wear this for a special occasion. I wouldn't wear this for going out for a nice dinner or black tie event or anything like that. The only time I ever wear this one is for one reason and one reason only, and that is evening intimate occasions with my loved one. That is about it. This is a very sweet, flirtatious caramel fragrance. I believe there still are some berry notes in here, but yeah, this one is definitely among one of his top favorite, and like I say, it only serves really one purpose, and that is just for intimate occasions, nothing too serious, just fun-loving kind of evenings at home. So that is Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. And in our #1 spot, this still remains the #1 top voted sexiest perfume, favorite perfume in my entire collection, as stated by my boyfriend. I do think that compared to something like Chanel Chance, I think Chanel Chance Eau de Toilette probably also gets a 10 out of 10, but it's a different type of 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 for sexy, playful, flirty, and Chanel Chance is a 10 out of 10 for sexy, sophisticated, well-rounded, you know what I mean? So they're two completely different fragrances, but they're both a 10 out of 10, I think, in his books. Not one of my favorites. I often think about decluttering this one. I don't care for the bottle. I don't care for the scent. The only reason I bought this is because I heard that guys really liked it, that men really liked it, and it does live up to its name. So I bought it. As you can tell, I do use it quite often, actually. Just if I, again, want to smell kind of irresistible, very flirtatious, sexy, and it just works. It just works. So I don't know what to say. Yeah, this is just a very sweet, sort of a tropical, coconutty, sweet fragrance, very fruity, very young. But yeah, I don't know. I just have it because my boyfriend really loves it. You guys know that. So this is Bowdacious from Juicy Couture. So those were the top 8 sexiest fragrances in my collection as determined by my boyfriend. If you guys have any questions or you'd like to see anything else, definitely let me know down below. Feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram as well. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.